On a pleasant day on a pleasant street in Seattle's Ravenna neighborhood, a young boy leaves the house and walks down the block. A couple blocks away, across from Cowan Park at the Cowan Park Cafe, a man catches up on some reading. The owner, Suni Davies, is reading too. The boy wanders through the park. His name is David Lilia. He is 13 years old. He comes across a cone, a piece of plywood, and a pile of dirt. Upon further inspection, he discovers a hole, some kind of sprinkler pipe issue.
This is really interesting. Definitely some good, newsworthy.
Ever observant, always diligent, he notices something amiss.
It looks like someone analyzed it. These following activities are prohibited, and graffiti is one of those activities. So the person that graffitied the honey bucket ignored the rules.
David shows up at the cafe after a while. He puts some papers on the counter, and Suni hands him some cash.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
I used to see this kid walking by in front of the store with a paper in his hand, but later on I found out that he was actually hand delivering his newsletter.
His newsletter, that's what everybody was reading. They're for sale at the cafe. There's David. In the Ravenna newsletter, it says you can learn more about local construction, local businesses, and other local happenings. $1 per issue, it says. That's what the money was for. He patrols 65th Avenue, peeking in windows, looking for neighborhood news stories.
Well, I love to write. So I love writing essays, I love writing articles. So I think just this was an opportunity I could write articles about things in the neighborhood.
He started the Ravenna newsletter 3 years ago when he was 10. The early issues were decidedly modest affairs, the musings of a child.
These are handwritten ones. These are all original. See, I've got knock-knock jokes, rain jokes, games. Here's a hangman, Sudoku, and a maze. So I think I started with 3 to 5 people subscribed.
But David has grown up, and so has his paper. Look at it now. The kid's a pro.
Tell me about your circulation. What are we up to here?
So I roughly 30, but I think around 27. So I have around 9, 10 neighborhood subscribers, and then some are regulars at the coffee shop.
He writes in the family basements. There are usually at least a couple of his brothers and sisters watching. There are other siblings too, like older brothers Daniel and Toby, who have their own neighborhood lawn service business. In fact, there's a whole bunch of Lilia kids. David is one of 10 children. Eric and Molly are proud.
He's such a people person. He loves people and he loves stories.
You know, I love the personable nature with which David writes. He's very engaging and he always asks these hook questions. Well, what do you think about something he's just spent a good amount of time talking or writing about?
He works at his craft, grinds away at the copy. He adds photos, an occasional crossword puzzle. He prints his paper, staples it together, dons his official Ravenna newsletter merchandise, and then goes door to door in the neighborhood, delivering the Ravenna newsletter to his loyal subscribers, people like Judy Lightfoot.
Hello. Doing well. Here's your newsletter.
Isn't it amazing? I just wanted to encourage him as a writer.
I'd really like to continue it through high school, just building and building and building, and then maybe hand it off to one of my brothers if that's something they might be interested in.
Back at the cafe, he's the talk of the neighborhood.
But his writing, it's really fun. It gets a different angle on stuff, but it's a young man's angle, and you can tell his writing is growing. So it's been fun.
We should all feel better knowing that he's out there every day, looking for stories, asking questions. David Lilia, the 13-year-old reporter, editor, and publisher of the Ravenna newsletter, Circulation 27. He's a man with a plan. First Ravenna, then the world.